Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are using popcorn tins again. I did a video for the fall using these, and I'm going to show you how you can use the backside to use them for Christmas as well. So stay tuned guys, let's get crafting. I had a lot of these popcorn tins that I've gotten through the years as gifts, and I thought I would bring them out in the fall and utilize them. I used to use them to like put Christmas decor on and give it height and dimension and depth and stuff like that, but they just don't fit my style, and I thought we could revamp these and turn them farmhouse country. If you watched my video a couple months ago, I had spray painted these first and it just wasn't getting good coverage, so I came back in with folk art and cream. I painted the lid, I painted around the top first, and then I used up and down brush strokes to paint the center. I did 3 of these popcorn tins, and I tried to do them all different styles. And off camera on my trial run, I painted one of them using, I'm going to show you in a few minutes, the stain. I kind of highlight the areas, but I took that makeup applicator that I had stain on, and I went up and down, and then using a paper towel rubbed it right off, and it kind of gave a little bit of like faux wood effect to one of the cans. So just give these good coat of paint. You can use whatever color you want. I did 3 coats. Dollar Tree sells this awesome contact paper that looks like wood, and it's the neutral beige and cream color, so I thought this would go great on top of these tins. These tins are so old and they've been in the attic forever, and the original sticker that's on top for the popcorn, there was no way I was removing it. So I needed to cover it up. I painted over it, but you could still see it. So using this contact paper is an awesome way to disguise this. Plus it gives it that farmhouse country feel. Now if you don't want to go with neutral, I'm sure there's contact paper that may be more geared towards Christmas. But I thought that going with a neutral palette really opened up the door for decorating these, because depending on what kind of decor you put on it is going to give that pop of color. So just put the contact paper on top of the lid. This one actually had a lip, and I just pressed it down with my fingers and then cut it out and removed the backing, and it fit perfectly to disguise that popcorn sticker. Using Minwax stain and chestnut, I thought I would add some touches to this. It was all cream, and I just wanted to give it just a little highlighting and kind of faux like rust. So I went around the edges of the lid, I went around the bottom of the lid, and then I went around the bottom of the can. And then still using the same applicator, I only dipped it once. There's a groove at the bottom, and I placed the applicator in that groove and did small areas at a time. I would put it in the groove and then I would wipe it with a paper towel, and it kind of just made it blend into the popcorn can. Now there is a seam on this can, and I'll talk about that seam right now. Like I said, I did these for fall. And if you want to check out that video, I'll put the link in the description box if you want to see that one for the fall. But the seam that's on these popcorn cans is a great guide. When you're putting your decals or your design on the front of the can, put that seam in the middle on the side. And then that kind of gives you your guide for front and back. That way you can use these cans for fall and for Christmas. So right now, like I said, I'm just giving the design. I'm showing you that on one of the cans I did take the same applicator and go up and down to give that faux wood look. I then took some rope that I got from Walmart, and I glued it just around the top of the can under the lid. And I glued it at the seam. So the 2 pieces of rope that meet together will meet at the seam. Now, one of my cans is different than the other, and it doesn't have the ridge at the top. So I took the contact paper and flipped the can over on top of it. And just using a pen, I cut the circle around it so that I would be able to cut out the contact paper. This actually is my favorite can because I love that it doesn't have the ridge at the top, and it really makes the top look like it's fake wood, which is really cool. I love how all three of these cans have that neutral beige and cream tones, but they're all different. So using a diamond nail file from Dollar Tree, I went around the edges and I sanded them with this nail file. Sanding the contact paper, if it's hanging over just a little bit, it will remove it, which is awesome. And then it's nice and flush with the can. I also took that same file, and to make this can different than the others, I filed around the lid edges. The lid was silver. It didn't have the design on it, so it gave a nice silver tone popping through with the distressing. Then I just took a stencil that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby that said Farm Fresh on it. I'm doing the top of the stencil and the bottom. I'm not doing the chicken in the middle. And I wanted one of these cans to just be Farmhouse Country. And I knew I could use it with all of my decor in any holiday just to add that farmhouse touch in there. So this one is strictly farmhouse. So cute. They look so high end. They look like you bought them. So on this can, and that is the side that I did for the fall, and I flipped it around using the seam as my guide for front and back. So I flipped that seam to the side to work on the back. Now this decal I printed off of my Silhouette Cameo, and I just did Farm Fresh Christmas trees. Now Hobby Lobby, Amazon, I think even Dollar Tree does have stencils, which you could use. You could even do a free printable and Mod Podge it to the front. So there, or you can freehand it. There's so many different ways. I have a Cameo, so I decided to utilize it. The Farm Fresh I'm doing in coffee, acrylic paint, and then Christmas I'm doing in that brick red from Martha Stewart, and then the trees I'm doing in that real rich green from Martha Stewart. Even though I have a neutral palette going on, I did opt to do the Christmas in red and the trees in green just for that pop of farmhouse like Christmas color, and it really stands out on this can. Because I made the stencil on my Cameo, I did have to weed out the areas that were still going to be cream. And once I was done weeding on the trees, the S, it did remove some of the original chalk paint. So I did have to come in with a really fine paintbrush and just add that cream color back in to fix the mistake. They came out so cute. I'm so in love with these little popcorn cans now. For the third can, I am printing out on my Silhouette Cameo, Baby It's Cold Outside. And that's going to go on the other side of, this is the can I did off camera where I added the stain to the middle of the can to kind of give it that little hint of wood effect so that all three of my cans would be different. So I printed this out on black vinyl and I'm just attaching the Baby It's Cold Outside to the front of this can. So easy, so simple, and I love that saying. Now, there's the side that I did for fall, and then you have the other side for Christmas. So I love that you can use these cans for both seasons. And so affordable if you have your old popcorn cans left over that you've gotten through the years. I just decorated with a little potted, not really a potted plant, it's fake, and some berries, and I absolutely love these cans. I think they look high-end, I think they look store-bought, and I'm in love with them. I hope you loved them too. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, give me that big thumbs up. It tells YouTube you liked it and that others would too, and that they suggest this to many people. It really helps out my channel. And hit that bell if you want to get future notifications. So cute. I'm loving these cans. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Don't forget, I'm posting 25 Days to Christmas, a video every day, and this was number 2. So have a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love you guys.